What's going on, world, fantasy world? It's your boy Hot Soup chiming in from Hot Soup Fantasy Football. Here, introduce myself. I'm Hot Soup, aka Coach Mac. What we're doing today is we're gonna do a live draft for everyone, and let you guys in on how I'm going to draft, how I would draft if I were you, and we're gonna go with the wide receiver heavy league. So or wide receiver heavy draft. This will be a PPR draft, points per reception. Every reception is 1 point. So obviously we will go heavy on receivers in a draft like this. If you check out the YouTube channel, it's Hot Soup Fantasy Football. Go on and subscribe. What you'll see on there already, we put some content on the hero running back strategy, which we go running back heavy for the first couple picks, and then we balance our team out from there. As you can see, I got the screen shared with you all. We're going to go live right now. Hot Soup, I went with Justin Jefferson for the first pick. Jamar Chase went for the second. Tyreek Hill went third. Obviously, we're going to want to go three receivers to begin this draft. Now, I also always want to keep this in mind. We always want to go in these drafts with a strategy. However, if I'm starting my second round and I see Tyreek Hill out there, I'm not going to say no to Tyreek Hill. Or if I see a running back, because I'm in a wide receiver heavy strategy right now, but I go over there and I see Bijan Robinson out there or Christian McCaffrey type of player, and I'm in the second or third round, I'm not going to not pick them because I'm going receiver heavy. I'm going to make the wise decision and get that running back off the table that's not supposed to be out there at that ADP easily. Because even though we're going receiver heavy, our real strategy should be win our league. So don't think too far into it. That's where you get caught up. Don't think too far into it. Be ready. Prior preparation prevents piss poor performance. So always be ready. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to the draft board to show you guys what you're seeing right now when receivers are going, when running backs are going. This is going to be, once again, a PPR league, 1 point per reception. So we want to go heavy on receivers anyway. I'm going to bring down the stream right now because I got to go on here and queue my players that I'm going to want over in that queue. Amon St. Brown, obviously, we want to get. He's one of the best receivers in the league right now. Showed it last year. Nothing has changed over there in Detroit much for his situation. So we're definitely going Amon Ross St. Brown if we can coming back, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to be there. Exactly, he just went 14th pick. So I was the number one pick, meaning my next pick won't be until 24, but I am going wide receiver heavy. I'm not going to go with a Jalen Waddle over a Chris Olave. Jalen Waddle is the second option over there in Miami. You got Tyreek Hill being your first option, obviously, but I'm definitely not going to go with a wide receiver two over somebody like Calvin Ridley, who should be shooting up all boards as far as his ADP and when he should be drafted. When I first started drafting about 2-3 weeks ago, Calvin Ridley was going 40th and 50th. Between 40 and 50th pick, he's now all the way up to 24 on the ADP. Hopefully I can get him. At that time, I'd have Justin Jefferson and Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley is one of the best, if not the top route runner in the league. You can never forget about Devontae Adams. That boy can run a route crispy, but Devontae Adams is 30 and he's on his way this way right now. Calvin Ridley, fresh legs, didn't play a whole entire year last year. So I like Calvin Ridley, man. If he's not gone on this next pick, he's coming home to daddy. Devontae Smith just went. Derrick Henry, Patrick Mahomes. I would never pick a quarterback in the second round unless they got me, man. Calvin Ridley's out of there, but he should be. Out of there. So we got to go in here. What receivers do we see that we want? Got to go receiver heavy. But then again, like I just said, man, you got Jonathan Taylor out here. It's going to be hard not to get Jonathan Taylor right now, man. I could go DK Metcalf, but Jonathan Taylor is going to be traded. And when he's traded, he's going somewhere. He's going to be the man. So, sorry, but I got to do it. I'm just going off of how I draft. Now, there are some good receivers that I can come back with. So I could have went another receiver, but I'm not just going to let Jonathan Taylor slip into the third round. Not today. not any day. We're gonna go with the DK Metcalf, and the reason for my pick is because the rookie just broke his wrist. If you know, you know, man. The rookie Jackson Smith just broke his wrist probably a couple hours ago. I got the flip. I always keep my notifications going. Saw it jump up. I'm like, whoa, that just bumps DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett up around for me, an entire round. So, man, I like that. I knew there were some deeper receivers that I can get into this draft, and I noticed that a lot of receivers went early in this draft, and I'll bring that up for you guys. If they're orange, that's a receiver. Look how many receivers went in the first 2 rounds, meaning that when these guys come back, they're probably going to be looking for a running back, meaning those receivers that are out there now, those good receivers, wide receivers 2, that are out there, wide receiver 3s, I can scoop up. Just watch my strategy. Watch how it works. I got a lot of picks before it comes back to me. I'm going to let you guys see what's going on right now. This is a 12-man league, not a 10. For me to have Justin Jefferson, Jonathan Taylor, and DK Metcalf right now, obviously I'm in the receiver-heavy draft right now, so I'm definitely going to get my third receiver. I want a receiver, 2 receivers in my receiver spots, and then I want a receiver in the flex. We'll come back and get a running back later, man. Really, with the 3-receiver draft strategy, you can get running backs later in these drafts that are capable of putting up running back 1 numbers this year. And it happens every year. You'll see a guy going in the 5th and 6th round, and they end up being a top 5 guy on the year. Happens every year. Usually guys with fresher legs, younger legs, not guys that haven't been injured, and are tied to great offenses with a great passing game. Because when you got a great passing game, your running lanes open up. So it's a lot of strategy I put into these things, a lot of thinking I put into it when I'm drafting my teams. You want a balanced team as well. You don't want to have the best 3 receivers and running backs that are just garbage either. So I think what I did was good. As you can see, this guy is also following. This guy DRCH is also following the receiver-heavy strategy. You see who we got right there. He got CeeDee Lamb, Davante Adams, and Amari Cooper coming out. Let's see here. This guy right here also following the same strategy. When you talk about high receiver strategy, you're still talking about tight ends as well. Even though tight ends aren't a receiver, we do have tight ends that play like a receiver, and they're going to be catching balls, so we're going to call it a receiver. Okay? All right, Jared Jeudy just went. Look, this guy went 4 receivers. He knows what he's doing. PPR, I like it. I like it. He already in his mind has his running back set that he wants, that he know he can get deeper into drafts with and still get, that are going to be good, great running backs for PPR, like a Jamar Gibbs, who's already gone, but he's going to be catching the ball a lot. I got to bring this down, guys. I got to go back and see what receiver I'm going to get. Who we got out here? Oh, Drake London. Great receiver. He's going to do great things this year. Deontay Johnson's another guy I want. I'm passing on Terry McLaurin because my sleeper of the year is on the same team as him. We'll talk about him a little later. Hopefully I can get him later in the draft. So these are the 2 top guys right now that I would get. I'm not going to touch Tyler Lockett because I already have DK on my team. I don't want 2 receivers from the same team. You know, one's going to blow up one week, one may blow up the next. Am I going to pass on a 43 ADP guy on the 48th pick? Running back? Of course I am. I'm going receiver. Oh, they took my boy Drake London. I can't pass on an Aaron Jones. I can get Brandon Ayuk. I like the Brandon Ayuk. But I can come back and get him. Deontay Johnson is who we want. So we're going to go Deontay Johnson. I got my 3 receivers. I can get another receiver, but I might as well shore up that second running back spot. Got 16 seconds to make a pick. Well-informed decisions is what we're making. Who's going to catch the ball out the backfield? We all know Aaron Jones has great hands. That's a great running back for PPR purposes. So Aaron Jones is coming on the team with us. When I come back, I'm going to be thinking, I already got my 2 running backs. I got my 3 receivers. Deontay Johnson is going to have a great year. I believe in Deontay. Let me get back on the board for y'all real quick. This draft is going pretty fast, man. These guys know what they want. They know what they want early. There's a lot of great quarterbacks that you can get out there. I'm not going with, if I can't get this tier quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, I think it really, for me, it ends right around the Justin Fields, Joe Burrow, Herbert. Joe Burrow's going to get more. To me, Joe Burrow has better weapons than Herbert all around, except the running back position. Obviously, Eckler's better than Joe Mixon. But I like Burrow. Burrow always, this is what I noticed about Burrow since he's been in the league. He always throws up big numbers around fantasy playoff time. I mean, anything can happen any given Sunday. But I would take Joe Burrow over Herbert all day. If I can't get Joe Burrow, I'm going to take my quarterback later, maybe in round 9. There's great quarterbacks out there you can still get. I was talking about it in my last live draft. The Aaron Rodgers situation. I was big on Aaron Rodgers early till I started watching Hard Knocks and I started seeing the offensive line issues they got over there. Kind of made me shy away from anything in New York. Breece Hall still out there? Nah, he's definitely gone by now. All right, the draft's coming back to me, so let me go get ready. Let's see what quarterbacks I want to grab. Tua. I want to grab a quarterback that's going to throw up big numbers, who has a lot of fantasy potential. We know Tua gets concussions. So when I come back right now, I might go Tua and then grab a backup, just in case. Or I could wait because I believe in Russell Wilson this year. Well, I talked about it on the first live when I did my running back hero strategy. Like Russell Wilson, I know I can get Russell deep, late. We did talk about having a good backup. Even though Jonathan Taylor is, he has a trade and it's going to go through, we just don't know where he's going yet. Number 2, is he going to be ready week 1? Maybe, maybe not. So now I want to start focusing on getting a running back that has good hands, that's going to be a focal point of the offense. All right. Right now, with that said, we got James Conner out here. We got James Cook. James Cook is flying up the draft boards right now. His stock is getting hot. Right now, they got him at 76 ADP. He needs to be higher than that. James Cook was doing great things in the offseason. He's been doing great things during OTAs. He was doing great things during the preseason, ripping off big runs. They've been talking about him a lot of buzz going on around him. I'm staying away from Miles Sanders. He gets injured a lot. I love David Montgomery, but I don't love him this early. I take James Conner and James Cook over David Montgomery all day long. DeAndre Swift is going to be in a timeshare. They said Gainwell is definitely probably going to be the guy. And then DeAndre Swift is going to be spelling them out. I don't see it. I see leaning more towards a timeshare because in my eyes, DeAndre Swift is way more talented of a running back than Gainwell. But Gainwell's been in that he's been in that system. So as you can see, looks like they took James Cook. So I do get the James Conner Tua, and we'll come back and get that. I gotta go Tua right now. So much fantasy potential. He has Jalen Waddle and he has Tyreek Hill to throw to. That's basically 3-step drop. Throw it in the air, let them boys go get it. We watched it all last year. Nothing's changed about that situation. Nothing's changed about the running backs over there, man. You still got Mostert and his backup, Jeff Wilson Jr. Let's not forget the junior. All right, so we just picked up James Conner and Tua. So as me talking, I told y'all I'll probably get, or I could have went Tua. I could have went James Conner, Tua. I just went Tua, James Conner, but I got Tua in the 7th round. We now have 3 very capable running backs. Woo! Hey, Mike. Boy, come check out this team. Went with the receiver heavy strategy, but on the 24th pick, I was like, man, I got to go Jonathan Taylor. 24th pick and the 12-man PPR, got to go Jonathan Taylor. I couldn't just leave him out there, man. So, yeah, this just shows you where everybody's at. Draft strategy. This is my team over here. We got Justin Jefferson. We got Jonathan Taylor, DK Metcalf, and Deontay Johnson. We got the Aaron Jones with the Tua and the James Conner. Tough. James Conner's going to get a lot of receiving work. Kyler Murray might not be Kyler Murray might not even be back until week 4, week 5, maybe week 6. We're gonna have Colt McCoy, Mr. Game Manager, throwing the ball. I see a lot of dump offs to the running back. There is nobody behind James Conner. He's proven to be a 3-down back every year. I like him. I got him in a lot of my leagues I've already drafted. I think I am 10 Yahoo leagues in, 3 ESPN leagues drafted. Yeah, so 13 leagues already I've drafted. I probably got James Conner in at least half of them. Definitely a guy I've been targeting all year long. You can get him late too. That's what I was talking about. So you can do 3 receivers in a row, get a hard quarterback, and then come back and still have that guy out there, man. James Conner. If James Conner is out there in the 5th round or more, go get him. Please go get him. You'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so we're at the end of round 7, going on round 8, coming back in this 12-man. I'm going to go ahead and come out of here. I know you guys want to see, how this draft is going. So I'm going to show you. But I got to get back in to queue some more athletes that I want. Got Tua. Might want to go with my backup quarterback if there's somebody that's really, really good out there. If not, I can wait. Like I said, I can wait for another 2-3 rounds, to be honest with you, before I go get my backup. And maybe fill out. Now, I do need a tight end, depending on who's out there still. Freiermuth. We got Njoku. I like Njoku. I like Freiermuth. Cole Kmet late, definitely, but not right now. They're at a 108 ADP. I'm not touching them. Coming back, to be honest with you, I'll wait. I'll end it out with Cole Kmet. Or go grab Dulcich and Russell Wilson combo. So yeah, I'm not really worried about a tight end at this point. I'd rather round out my team with some better depth. So we're talking Michael Pittman Jr., definitely. Cortland Sutton, definitely. Michael Thomas, definitely. Odell Beckham, I'll roll the dice. All right, that guy's been catching one-hand balls, man, in practice like it's nothing. I mean, I'm not saying he's explosive as he used to be, doesn't look explosive as he used to be, but just throw the ball in the area, man, where he at, man. And, I mean, this guy has the talent to get that rock, so definitely go with Odell. Let's get off a tight end. Let's go to running back. Oh, running back. So Isaiah Pacheco just went. Damn. Isaiah Pacheco, somebody I'm really high on. Antonio Gibson, I'm high on. Dalvin Cook. Yeah, maybe to start the season. I don't know how him and Breece Hall is going to really pan out over there. DeAndre Swift's in a timeshare. I'm taking, so is Antonio Gibson. I almost feel like taking DeAndre Swift over Antonio. What kind of quarterbacks I got out? Oh, the rookies out there. Ooh, this is going to be a tough pick. Only got 3 receivers. Probably going to go Cortland Sutton, you guys. Just be honest with you. And this is why I like Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton had, I want to say he was top 6 in the league last year in red zone targets. Now, those targets weren't working for him. Oh, who'd I pick? I'm in here talking shit. Got Njoku. Did not mean to. That's my fault. We're going to come back and get Cortland Sutton. But I got my tight end. I was going to wait on the tight end. At least I had it in the queue, though. If you don't have your players in the queue, then they're just going to pick the next best on the board for you. That's why I put players in the queue, just in case I'm on here talking, rapping a lot, and I missed the pick. I want to get Antonio. Let's talk about Antonio Gibson. Proven to be better than Brian Robinson in my eyes. A better pass catcher in my eyes is a PPR league. I would go with him before I would Robinson. I'm out on Robinson this year. I'm not touching him. Not to say he won't get the rock and get the pill and get some good production. I'm just taking Antonio Gibson over him all day. I got Antonio Gibson on like 4 or 5 of my benches already. Actually had him in my queue. Probably would have picked him over Njoku and came back and got the Kmet. But I was in here talking to y'all, so that didn't happen. I missed him. Michael Thomas I like. Great route runner, great possession receiver. We don't need him to go deep. We got Olave for that. But definitely can get. He knows how to get open. He's experienced. We're not asking for a lot from him. Seeing his ADP was around 100. He just went, so he's no longer on the board. Let's go to what you guys really want to see, how this draft is ending up. Where are we at right now in the picks? Okay, so we're coming to the end, so I got some time. This is what's been drafted so far. These are your teams. This guy has a tough team right here. I like it. The Saquon with the Najee. Not really big on Travis Etienne this year for me personally. It's just so many options too that he has over there. Just not that big on that guy. He's in a great offense though. So, I did say if you can get a running back with a great offense, man, go grab him. Out on Derrick Henry this year, especially in a PPR. Derrick Henry went over Tony Pollard in a PPR league. Like they should be kicked in the chest. Oh no, he didn't. That was coming back. Never mind. Derrick Henry went over Jonathan Taylor and Josh Jacobs and Jamar Gibbs. Jamar Gibbs is a receiver playing running back in a PPR. Like whoever picked Derrick Henry in a oh yeah, for sure. Saquon Barkley is gonna be a beast in a PPR. He's gonna get a lot of work. Running backs you want to target Aaron Jones in a PPR. I'm out on Kenneth Walker this year. He gets hurt too much. Not a big pass catcher. I like Najee Harris catching passes. I like Travis Etienne catching passes. Javonte Williams and Cam Akers. I like them both catching passes. James Conner. You already know about it. Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara went in the 7th round. He's still Alvin Kamara. All right, he may not be the Alvin Kamara he once was, but don't forget about this man who single-handedly a couple years ago, I don't know if it wasn't last year, maybe the year before, single-handedly won people their championships with 6 touchdowns in the playoffs in one game. I almost want to say in one half. That was pretty ridiculous. All right, so it's coming back to me. Got to be ready, you guys, just to fill out my roster a little bit. So we still got Odell Beckham out here. Probably will be my next pick. Get another receiver out there. I don't like the Aaron Rodgers right now. And I already told y'all why. That line issue. This guy right here. He'll be on my team. He'll be a double pick. That's going to be Elijah Mitchell. But right now we're going to go with ODB. Odell Beckham Jr. is on my team. Next up is going to be Elijah Mitchell. And I know his ADP is like a 135, and I am in 120, so I'm kind of reaching, and he may be back there, but he may not, and I don't want to chance it. I want him on my team. I keep saying Christian McCaffrey is the man, but he gets so much touches. He gets so much wear and tear. Staying healthy for a full year is a big question mark for Christian McCaffrey in my mind, and I want the guy that's behind him, Elijah Mitchell. Great running back. He could start for 10 to 15 different teams in the NFL right now if he was there, but he's not. Elijah Mitchell also has injury issues, but if he gets the nod, the guy can go for 100 yards easy, against good defenses, easy, and touchdown or 2 each game. So I'm definitely in on that guy. I want him on my benches. If he's out there, what round we in? In the 12-man, we're at the 128 pick. Round 11 right now. Give me Elijah Mitchell in a 24-man. Give me all day long in that 11-man. All right, so I think we're at 5 receivers. All right, I got Justin Jefferson, DK Metcalf, Odell Beckham, Cortland Sutton. Just to throw this out here real quick, Cortland Sutton, DK Metcalf, Justin Jefferson, and Odell Beckham are all red zone targets. Odell Beckham is going to surprise a lot of people this year. Even though he's not as explosive, it's Odell Beckham, man. Stop playing. Stop. Don't overthink it. Do not overthink it. I'm gonna put a couple guys that I like late in my queue, just so I'm ready next time it comes back. I just talked about him last time. I'll talk about him again. The number one over in Carolina is DJ Chark. Everybody thinks that Adam Thielen is the number one over there. He's not the best all-around talented receiver. The best talented receiver in Carolina right now is DJ Chark. All right. So don't overthink it. Once again, I want him in my lineups. Later on, I might have to plug and play. May have some issues with some injuries to go down, and that's a guy that I want. Let's see here, late. Yeah, I don't see anything late. I really won't. That'll probably be my last receiver off the board is the DJ Chark. No, his ADP is 157, so I'm really not worried about anybody going to get him. We'll round out our running back position. Guys I like on this list, Raheem Mostert. I'm gonna leave Jeff Wilson out there. Jeff Wilson is Mostert's backup. Mostert is a RB1 on his team. He may be ADP 143, but he is an RB1. He is going to be getting that pill and in that explosive offense, and he is an explosive player. So we also need to get our backup quarterbacks. I'd go with Jared Goff right now at the ADP 129, and we're at 136 going to 130. Yeah, we're going to 136 right now. So I like Jeff Goff for this late. Brock Purdy, a lot of weapons with Ayuk and Deebo Samuel over there with Christian McCaffrey. Kyler Murray will play. The only thing that scares me about Kyler Murray is coming off an injury. No more D-Hop. That's what, to me, D-Hop made Kyler Murray. Yeah, I said it. When he didn't have D-Hop, man, his numbers went down. He has James Conner and Marquise Brown. Zach Ertz coming off an injury. So he has two guys coming off. He's coming off injury, and then his tight end is coming off an injury. So I'd rather have a healthy guy out there, if that makes sense. Brock Purdy, to me, is in a better offense with better options. You got the best pass-catching running back in the NFL in Christian McCaffrey, workhorse. You have Deebo Samuel, one of the best, slot receivers that you could have. He could play outside, he could play slot, he could play running back. One of the best overall players that you could have on the field. You just get that guy the ball, man, he makes something happen. Another guy that falls forward every time he gets hit. He's going forward if he can get hit. And then when he does, man, he's running like a running back. You got Brock Purdy has so many good options that I would go with him before I would any other of these guys on his list. I like Derek Carr over in New Orleans. He also has a lot of weapons with Olave and Michael Thomas and Mr. Johnson, the tight end. That's my guy George Johnson's brother. I had him on a couple of my teams last year. Just pick him up off the waiver wire, man. He put up big numbers from me. Been putting up big numbers. There's a lot of buzz around him in camp, and that's going to be Jawan Johnson. So I like him as well. I actually coach his nephew on my track and field team. He won the high jump in 2022 at Junior Olympics. He also ran on my 4x1 100-meter relay. We had the fastest relay in the United States of America. We won Junior Olympics up in Greensboro, North Carolina. He was on that relay as well, George Johnson. So gotta go with some hometown favorites. Let's go here. So we're back around. It's pick number 145. We're going to go ADP. We're going to grab the DJ Chark, like I said, and then we're going to come back with the Brock Purdy as the backup quarterback. And y'all know why. Now, I could have went and got Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell's been getting a lot of buzz. Him and DeAndre Swift are the running backs over there for the Eagles. It's going to be running back by committee with the Eagles. I've been reading up a lot about it. I know a couple guys in that camp that play. Been, on the phone. They're like, Soup, man. This is what it's looking like. Everybody called me Soup. I'll tell y'all a little bit more about how I got my name later on in the podcast that we do. But yeah, definitely. Hold on, let me put some more people. Let me give you guys the draft list so you see what's going on. Where we at as far as picks, late rounds. These are going to be late rounds in a 12-man. 12-man, you got to go deep. This is a 18-round draft. So you got to know your players, man, deep. It ain't all about it. 10-man leagues, everybody's good. But in a 12-man league, there's some late picks in 14, 15, 16 rounds that can help you win a championship. So you got to be focused. But yeah, just giving you guys a little background on these players as we draft them, why I like certain players, why I don't. It's Hot Soup Fantasy Football. All your sports analysts, they always say, oh, well, this guy's hot right now. And then you'll come over and listen to the next sports analyst on a different channel. He's like, this guy's out right now. They're talking about the same guy. It's like, okay, everybody has their own opinion, right? Where do you want to get your information from? Proven champions or people that just talk smack? Somebody who looks so deep into the numbers, when in actuality, numbers will help you statistically get better or have a better chance of winning. But at the end of the day, it's any given Sunday. You know, everybody thinks differently. So, you know, come on Hot Soup's channel, see what's on my mind, see what I like to do. I got 21 leagues that I'm in, all of them money. And I do it that way to get money at the end of the season. I believe statistically, I believe that I'm smarter and I make better decisions than another 10 people or another 9 people or another 11 people in the leagues that I'm drafting with. And for years in and years out, I never lose money in fantasy football. I always come out $2,000-$3,000 up at the end of the season. At the end of the season, I'm getting that money around Christmas time, the time where I can buy presents for my kids, man. So fantasy football and the community pays for my kids' Christmas every year, not myself. Never really comes out the hard work, the hard-earned money I get out my pocket that I earned. It always comes out of somebody else's pocket. You know, I say this all the time, man. Find a passion in life. Find something you love to do, and then find out how to get paid for it. You'll never work a day in your life. Hey, man, tips from Hot Soup. All right, so I'm gonna bring this down. My picks coming up. I do this stuff so much, man. I can come on here. I know exactly who I want. I've already put in the time, the effort of actually doing the studying, finding out who's right, who's not. Look at this guy, Kareem Hunt. ADP is 185. He doesn't even have a team right now. Why not put him on my bench? He goes to, I don't know, a team that their running back breaks a leg. Now I got Kareem Hunt starting every week, who is a very capable running back, pass catching and running between the tackles. So we're gonna pick him up this late. I don't care that he's 185. We're at 160. I'll be at the 168 pick, so it's not like I'm reaching. I'm reaching. You know, I'm reaching a little bit, but I'm not reaching. But yeah, I like Kareem Hunt. We'll go with Deontay Foreman, but I believe that will just be doing a little spelling of my guy Khalil Herbert. You know, I am a super fan of Khalil Herbert right now. I'm also a Bears fan, so I'm kind of biased. Go Bears. We got a lot going on over in the Bears camp right now. There's something special going to happen this year. You know, I know I say that every year, but this year I really believe it. My boy Jay Fields coming into this year, man, hot. Claypool is not even thought of over there right now, and he's gonna be a good receiver. I mean, he's a good possession receiver. They can't focus on that guy like that. Donovan Peoples-Jones I like, but right now we're going with Kareem Hunt, and then we're gonna come back with our backup tight end, Taysom Hill. And the reason I picked Taysom Hill, Kareem Hunt, Taysom Hill. Reason I like Taysom Hill is because even though he's considered a tight end on this sheet, and there's no Kamara for the first 3 weeks, he does a lot for that team. He plays fullback, plays tailback, plays tight end. You can put him out at receiver. Shit, you can put him at quarterback. All right, and he'll run it in like Jalen Hurts. Strong guy, big guy. So he can give you 20 points in one game easy off of a couple red zone visits. That's why I like him. He'll be my backup tight end right now. Let's see here. No other tight ends out there I really want. I like Zach Ertz, but not that bad to take over some of these other positions that I see that we can fill. Let's see here. Who else? Okay, Deion Jackson. Who's running the ball? Okay, who's going to be running the ball over in Indianapolis? Let me ask that. Who's going to be running the ball over there? Jonathan Taylor's out of there. He's out. All right, Deion Jackson could be that guy. All right, so we're going for potential here. When I look at these running backs we're looking at right now, I'm going for potential. Who could have the biggest impact? All right, we're gonna go Deontay Foreman as well. I know I'm kind of biased. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I don't see him getting any work at all this year like that. They went Pacheco's the man over there. I could get Leonard Fournette. I just don't like Lenny. Plus, he has a lot of mileage on him. Cordell Patterson. I mean, I don't see Cordell doing what he did. They have running back options over there now. Um, we can get another quarterback though. Bryce Young. I want him. And let me tell you why. He's young. His offense is not that good, but proven that he can throw on the run. He's going to be scrambling a lot. He's proven that he can throw on the run, accurate on the run. So I like him. You just never know, man. He might get to blowing up. And now I done picked him up in round number 15, we in 16? We in round 16 right now. If I can get that guy in the 16th round, I'm happy with it. So I have 3 quarterbacks. If one gets hurt, I still got a backup, right? Deep league. Got enough receivers. It's my team. Got Tua starting. Big potential. Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Jones, James Conner in a PPR receiver first draft. Justin Jefferson, DK Metcalf, Deontay Johnson, all number ones. Cortland Sutton, top 6 in red zone targets last year. Just, my boy Sierra had my boy Russ stressed out, man. I think he got a new focus for football right now for this year, man. They said he's been looking good in camp. His weapons are there. Javonte Williams is a beast out the backfield. You got Cortland Sutton as your Cortland Sutton and Jared Jeudy. Jared Judy's a beast. He can go deep. He can heck of a route runner. Cortland Sutton, I see him getting a lot of red zone targets, but Russell actually completing them this year. So I'm big on Cortland Sutton, if y'all ask. Later on in the season, man, y'all can come back in, chime in. You can come to this feed and be like, Hot Soup, you was wrong. Or Hot Soup, boy, you was spitting facts. You know what I'm saying? It's any given Sunday, who knows when it comes to injuries and everything, man. But as of right now, these are the players I like. These are the players I want to rock with. It's my son, Michael, my 11-year-old. He's in the 97th percentile for his weight, 96th percentile for his height. Just got back from the doctor. That's how I know that stuff. He's a big boy. Plays basketball. Just really got into basketball, man. Been doing track and field for the last 6 years of it. Hold on. Started at 5. 7 years of his life, he's been running track and field, multi All-American. He put up how many years he had been. Want to make sure I got that right. But yeah, man, he a beast, man. I have all my kids run track just to, focus on speed, acceleration, strength, and mentally being prepared for whatever sport they decide they want to play. I don't push my kids to do something they don't want to do. When I teach my kids, like I just told y'all earlier, man, you love something, you really love something, that's what you're going to put your 100% in. So that's what I want you to do. My son Michael came to me this year. He said, I'm tired of running distance. I don't want to run distance no more. He was like, I want to train with the sprinters. I want to get faster, Dad. I want to be faster for football. I want to be faster for basketball. So I told him, he's like, I still want to train with the team. I just don't want to run track meets. I said, that's fine with me. What you want to do? I want to play basketball. So now we focus on basketball. We at the court every day. The only reason you don't hear that ball dribbling right now is because I'm on this podcast. But once we done with this draft, you're going to hear dribbling through this house. Get them handles right. Ain't that right, Michael? Yeah. Yes, sir. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and go. I need another backup quarterback. We're going to go with Jimmy G. And let me tell y'all why. I went to Eastern Illinois University, and so did Jimmy G. Let's go. Some of my picks are going to be a little biased, man, but we're late in the draft. That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes we got to go with what we love, right? I'm an EIU Panther. I am a former track and field, 2-time OVC Athlete of the Year. ran my fastest 400-meter split against Jeremy Warner at Drake Relays. I ran a 44.6 split in the mile relay. I brought our team from 8th place to 2nd place. Obviously, I wasn't running up on Jeremy Warner. At that time, he wasn't the world record holder, but Jeremy Warner ended up breaking Michael Johnson's 400-meter record, if anybody knows. Now, if you didn't know, now you know. But yeah, man, I'm a former track and field athlete, D1 athlete from Eastern Illinois University. Caught a couple touchdown passes in the summer league against U of I with Tony Romo. The guy used to live next door to me in the Sig Pie house. Yeah, we lived on the corner. Me and a couple of my other football players lived on the corner. We called it the White House, pillars and everything. But yeah, that's another story for another time. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the draft board, see what you guys think about these late draft fillers that's going on right now. I think we're going to be going into round 16 or 17. Yes. So we got one. I got one round left, one pick left. I got 3 running backs. Got my I got my backup tight end. Got my starting tight end. Probably come back with, I have no idea yet. I'm gonna let you guys watch what's going on the board. Once we get into that last round, I'll go back and look for my last player. I appreciate everybody signing in, chiming in, hanging out with your boy Hot Soup for this wide receiver heavy strategy, but also don't think too hard if you see somebody out there that you should be getting. We can break strategy sometimes. I did break strategy for Jonathan Taylor at the 24th pick when he is a top 5 running back. And is not going to be in Indianapolis, so we'll be going somewhere that needs a running back, meaning that he will be the man this year for another team. And I am so comfortable with getting him at 24. I just felt like that just brought my team from about right here to about right here. Yes, sir. All right, we coming back. So let me go back in here. What time is it? I gotta go get my other kids from school. I got a 7-year-old named Jeremiah Macklin and a 10-year-old named Miko Macklin that I got to go pick up from school. Got to be out of here in 4 minutes. So looks like I made it right on time. I'm going to go get those guys from school. All of them got 50, 50, and 50. We do 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and 50 squats. No speed training today. They will have speed training on Thursday. Basketball practice tomorrow for all 3. Football practice on Friday. They all play flag football year long. I have my own football program, and it's based off of my track and field program, West Chase Cheetahs Track and Field. You guys can go look that up on Facebook if you want to. West Chase Cheetahs Track and Field has been going on for 7 years. I have multiple national champions. I have 3 of the fastest kids in the world on my team. You might have heard of a kid named Blaze. He runs with us. Might have heard of a kid named Lambo. 5-time national champion in the 100 and 200 meters at Junior Olympics, as well as national club championships. Got another kid, Chell Williams, multiple national championships in the 100, 200 meters. Just talked to you about George Johnson, won the high jump, national championship 4x100 meter relay. We have 3 national champion javelin throwers. One is a national record holder in the javelin. So off of my track and field program that has about 90 kids on it, I started a flag football program called All-Star Cheetahs. So they practice Fridays and Sundays. So yeah, I'm a pretty busy guy, man. If I'm not doing fantasy football, I'm doing real football, real sports with real athletes. And trying to, just doing the best I can, man, to spark the fire, spark the flame in their lives, and try to be that father figure and that male figure in their life. A lot of them don't have. So I got a passion for a lot of this stuff, man. Just want to let y'all know, give y'all a little bit more about what I do and who I am. This draft is almost over. Let's see who we're gonna go with last pick. I like the Miko Hardman. If those guys can get that line correct over there in New York, Miko Hardman may be a big hitter deep, Yeah, I think we're gonna go Miko Hardman. Not much left out there this late. Baker Mayfield is not a starting quarterback. He just got named starting quarterback today for the Tampa Bay Bucks. And if you didn't know, Hot Soup currently lives in Tampa Bay, Florida. Yes, sir. It's hot outside right now, man. I'm talking about hot. They be saying, it's 93 degrees out, but it feels like 113. And in my mind, I'm like, why don't y'all just say it's 113 out and just keep it real with us? It's crazy. Crazy out here. Crazy, crazy. It went and got Hardman on me. Of course they did. Right? Right. Somebody knew what they was doing. I could get Corey Davis, Marvin Jones. Boy, we deep. Corey Davis is a big target. 2 tight ends. What tight end is left? Is they likely? Got to go receiver. I mean, Robert Woods is a good receiver. I'm not saying it. I mean, there's just nothing left out here, really. We'll go with Robert Woods. Don't let me draft him. Why not? You're not. It's not your turn to draft. Okay. Well, why does it say Hot Soup? Says it's not my turn to draft, but well, that's it, y'all. Appreciate everybody again chiming in with Hot Soup Fantasy Football. Come check us out weekly for your top 5 running backs to be targeted in top 5, quarterbacks to be targeted in top 5 receivers, top 5 tight ends. Come check us out, man, for sleepers for the week. Yeah, I'm here, man. I'll be putting out content on a daily basis. Appreciate y'all. Go to subscribe, and we'll see you soon.